Hi, Laura Whitmire, Treat Yourself Soap and Candle Company. I'm filming lots of intros, outros today, trying to get everything done while the baby is sleeping. The video you're gonna see is me making a oatmeal milk and honey soap, and it is more mess than masterpiece. Did not go according to my design plan. It still turned out, it's still beautiful, it's still usable and soapy. I probably will likely make this again in the future and try my ultimate design again without forgetting the one crucial step that I forgot until it was too late to keep the design. So enjoy. Alrighty, here we go. Not the final name, but this is going to be oatmeal, milk, and honey. I am Laura Whitmire from Treat Yourself Soap and Candle Company. LauraWhitmire.com as well, and I am making a cold process soap that has a base of olive oil, coconut oil. It does have palm oil, but it's sustainably sourced. It has castor oil and sweet almond oil as a base. I am coloring this one. I have the fragrance oil kind of anchored with some white kale and clay, so it looks nice and creamy in there. Cloudy, I should say. I have all of my stuff prepared for both of the soaps that I'm making tonight. This one is also going to have some apricot seed in it, and I got that from Wholesale Supplies Plus, the Crafter's Choice, Oatmeal Milk and Honey. I'm also coloring it with some gold that I have, just a generic gold, not from anybody in particular. I had it left over from my Amazon order. And some Micas Man on a hot tin roof. I'm going to finish it off with some oatmeal and some bubble wrap. So let's go. Let's see how it is. I'm going to pour my lye over my stick blender. Try not to get too much of a splash. I'll put my cap right back on. Still a little bit intimidated by lye. I think one day I'll get over it. Stir it around a little bit. I'm just gonna blend it up a little bit. Just past trace. Light trace. Oop, I forgot my glasses, which I now have on. They're super attractive. I already burped my stick blender to avoid getting more bubbles in there. Move it closer for you. So we're emulsifying it. We're making all of the oils and the lye stick together in one solution. Not quite ready yet. You can still see some oils around the top. Blend it in. Oops. And there I go, forgetting to burp. Almost. You can definitely tell it's getting thicker. A little more. I'm still learning this part. It's not quite as easygoing as I would like. I also will be investing in a new stick blender. This one's great. It's been around for a while, so I do want to make sure that I am getting a new one. This one's still working out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hanging out on the top just perfectly. I am going to put, we're going to divide this up into 2 different batches. 3 total. I'm going to try an in the pot swirl, which I have never done before. So this will be a first. So if we see any tips and tricks we'd like to pass along, please. This is the Man on a Hot Tin Roof going in. I've pre-mixed it with some oil. I do want to mix this up a little bit before I put the fragrance oil in, because I'm not sure if it's going to behave or how it's going to behave. I don't want it to move too fast. I don't have any huge grand designs other than an in the pot swirl. But I did know that my next fragrance oil, I have heard reviews that it accelerates pretty quickly. So as I'm still new at the cold process thing, I want to err on the side of caution. And I'm going to go from light to dark. Nice creamy color there. And we'll move it over to the dark. Okay, well, it's a creamy. It's more gray than I was expecting. That's all right, I guess. And I don't even think I'm going to put any titanium dioxide in my other batch because I want... Uh-oh, you didn't see that, right? I'm going to pour this down the side. I guess it won't matter, right, if I'm pouring it in there. I will save a little bit for the top. Maybe make an extra design up there. And we'll pour this down the other side. Turn it so you can see it. Something tells me I should probably be pouring this a little slower. I don't know. I don't think I want to save any of this for the top, so I will scrape it out. And of course my scraper was out of range. This is the most satisfying to me, scraping these out. I do like a good clean scrape. Kind of like when you make brownies, only this time you don't get to lick the batter. Because that'd be bad news bears. Well, there we go, mostly cleaned out. All right, maybe another scoop. And the kids are in the background because I couldn't wait. I need to go to bed early tonight. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to tap it down a little bit here because I do see some bubbles and I don't like them. And then we're going to, oh, you know what I forgot? I totally forgot. This is going to be an experiment because I did not put my fragrance oil in. Oh my, look at me trying to be a professional. Not mixing the fragrance oil in. Now it's going to be a whole hot mess. Actually, we probably could make this fragrance free at this point. Or... you know what? Accidents happen. I guess this will not be my in the pot swirl, now will it? My next one will have to be, because I'll have to mix this up. Might be a nice muddy color. Hey, that's what we get, right? This will not be a honey. It'll smell like it, but it will not look like it. Interesting color. Kind of looks like cement. Hey, you know what? It'll still clean. It'll still smell good. And that's what matters, right? And I will now stir in by hand the apricot seed powder. And this does smell at this point just like my similarly fragranced lotion, which is a popular seller, the Oatmeal Milk and Honey. This apricot powder will give it a little bit of an exfoliating quality, and some of you had requested that. There we go. It's not quite setting up yet, which is good. It gives me a little bit of time to work with it. I want to make sure it gets in all of the corners, but it is getting thicker. So here we go. Pour it down the side a little bit. And you know what? I think since I messed up a little bit, maybe I will end up putting some titanium dioxide in it. In my leftover stuff here. So I always have some on hand and ready. case I want to make it again, I will measure. It's already pre-mixed. And we'll do a spatula here. Getting a little bit lighter. Make sure I really mix it in. Not quite the light that I want. I might end up putting a little bit more in. Ooh, there it goes. They're telling all my secrets in the background that I always need my Diet Pepsi. And they're right. I do.
It's because you always need your Diet Pepsi.
I do definitely need my Diet Pepsi. All right. It's a little bit lighter. Go a teeny bit more. Okay, so maybe that's more than a teeny. In my classroom when I'm teaching, I do have to be good at making plans on my feet. So I guess that's life, right? It's a good life skill to have. You can hear the crickets or the cicadas in the background. All right, I think that's light enough. Let's go from here. Go. Do want it to go kind of deep, so I'm going to hold it up a little bit higher. Ooh, and it is setting up. Kind of pour the rest in. Make a nice layer there on the top, fill in all the corners. And I guess it's going to look a little odd now with that gold that I have left over. Alright, let me tap it down. Alright, I think I'm going to pause for a minute. And I am going to wait till it sets up. And then I'm going to add the other stuff on top. So I'll pause it here and I will mesh them together. Alrighty, so here we are. I added the gold and I scraped out a little bit more of the mica and oil combo from both of them. So hopefully it'll turn out cool on the top. I'm going to turn this, upside down and press it gently. And it will overlap a little bit, but that's okay. Just want a little bit of it. And I have my oats. So we'll see how this goes. This is feeling more like the kitchen sink soap, where we're just trying to get whatever gets in there. They're all good ingredients, all healthy for your skin. It'll be a rustic soap. Rustic. I'm going to push these in a little bit, because I do not want all of them falling off when I cut it like my lavender did. And I did even push those in a little bit. And trust me, I am throwing this this rag away. So there we go, all prettied up, and we'll see it tomorrow. So welcome back. This one has actually taken about 2 days instead of the typical 18 to 24 hours for this recipe. I have already pre-marked it and it is ready to cut. It just seemed really sticky, and it's still super soft as I'm cutting it. So here we can see, it's just my sample piece. This will probably take the full 6 weeks to cure, just because it's super, super soft still. I'm not sure if that is the apricot seed inside, making it take longer to harden for the first time. As usual, my oats are falling off, but ooh, look at that. I always love the designs inside when you don't expect. And honestly, I'm grateful this one turned out at all. With my color, and me forgetting the fragrance. I will be making another batch. I can't guarantee it's going to be the same fragrance oil, but I will be making another batch that has the design that this was supposed to have. I'm so disappointed that part didn't turn out. And I did think later, since I originally made this, that I probably could have just gone fragrance free with this one and maybe put a little bit of a different topping on and save that design for the actual oatmeal and honey soap. But I think because I was filming the first part of the video, I completely blanked on that aspect. It's funny how sometimes your mind works better than others, right? So here we go. One of the things that I love about Artisan bars is that everyone is slightly different in the design. So you're getting one that doesn't look exactly like anybody else's. It's just yours, which is a really, really cool aspect. So I think, ooh, that one kind of has a line going up there. That's awesome. I think I am going to indulge you a little bit, and I'm going to make the last 4 cuts, and we'll finish it all off. So this bar will be available in about 6 weeks. So 4 weeks is roughly October 3rd from when I'm filming this. So this will be October 17th. It'll be a Saturday. And oatmeal milk and honey, it doesn't matter what time of year you use it. It's just a comforting smell anytime. I know for myself, one of the ways that I love to use these bars is just washing my hands. We're supposed to be doing that a lot more than you already should have been doing it, I should say. And it's my, 40 seconds total, because, 20 seconds washing, of me time. It's my happy spot in the day, the bar of soap that I have to share with nobody else. It's just mine, it's my flavor, it's my happiness, and the kids are a little bit jealous, so I've had to make them their own. But it's just the me time that I enjoy really quickly of the day. And there's the final 2. So this turned out really well. I'm going to clean off the edges. And actually, you could probably watch that. Normally I wait till it's a little bit rougher, till it's hardened up a little bit. But then I just bevel off the edges so that when you're rotating it around in your hand, it's a nice smooth finish. And I am going to wait to do the rest of them because this is still very, very soft. So I'll probably wait 3 or 4 days, and I'll come back and visit after they've had some time to dry out, and I'll finish off the edges. And I am going to save these peelings for another soap. Thank you for joining me. Other bars are available now. I have 8 other bars of this variety. TreatYourselfSCC.com. If you'd like to read about my blog, my kooky family things, it would be LauraWhitmeyer.com. And there's some affiliate links to products I used in here as well. So check those out down below. Thanks so much.